This is all public record. But basically, I was called to have a meeting with Diageo, and they knew that I was kind of killing things in the culture, and they were trying to fix their diversity problem. And through that, a meeting was set up, and I told them, I want to be an owner, that I have these ideas from promoting parties at Howard, just remembering that I will always get the door and never get the bar. And so I said I have aspirations to have black-owned brands owned by black people behind the bar and a part of your organization. They're the biggest distributor of spirits in the world, biggest maker of spirits in the world.
Yes, yes, yes. Let's have a conversation, beloved. Let's have a conversation, right? Welcome back to the podcast, beloved. This is indeed your brother, Big VJ. Check it in. We're going to talk about our brother Diddy, right? Let's have this conversation. Let's talk about our brother Diddy. He's been trending, right? Not only have he been trending, we see that our brother is alone. We see business is warfare. We see families. We see relationships, right? We're going to talk about some families a little later. And we see a man that been in the business for 30 years, right? In music. And the relationships that he made, all the sex scandal talk is coming out of the woodwork and nobody is coming to his aid, right? Not even the Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm talking about? He don't, when Kanye got some heat, you see the Hebrews. When Kyrie got some heat, we seen the Hebrews. But now, for our brother Diddy to be in hot water, there's no Hebrews. There's no Christians. Where's TD at? Have anybody seen TD Jakes? They showed up at the date party before. Now you can't find them. Boy, I tell you, beloved, hey man, our people sometimes look like real slaves, man. You know what I'm saying? When Master get upset and he come out there to get the cracking that whip, everybody go back to the shed. Everybody go back to the slave quarters. Everybody go back to the fields. They just don't want no parts of that beating that they see that their brother is getting, right? And in terms of our village, we're seeing 2 beatings, 2 financial lynchings in the last 24 months. Is that right? With our brother Ye being first, JP Morgan dropping him, everybody dropping him, nobody said nothing. Our little sister, right? Candace Owens, she went to the Breakfast Club, and she said the hook nose can't fire me. Did our sister say that? She get an excellent interview. She said the hook nose, talking about Ben, she said the hook nose don't even have the power to fire me. From upstairs, before she can get downstairs to the lobby, the hook nose is fired already. Now we got our brother Diddy, who's been throwing parties since he was a teenager at Hampton. And from him being an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old all the way up to he was 54, you heard nothing but good things and great things about his parties. But thanks to the hook nose, thanks to Diageo, now our brother is getting his public beating and lashings in front of us all, right? Diageo, or Diageo, we're not Frenchies, so we're going to say Diageo. It is clear to anybody with good sense that is from the hills of North America and the territory that we call the United States know that Diddy is only getting this financial lynching because of his lawsuit with Diageo, with his lawsuit with Ciroc, with his lawsuit against the Rothschilds, right? You see branding. Behind the brand, beloved, is always a family. Did you hear me? Behind the brand, Jack Daniels. Behind the brand, Pittsburgh Steelers. Behind the brand, McDonald's, Walmart. A family that is in the shadows that's really running the show, right? When you put certain lawsuits out on certain brands, beloved, you are stepping on the toes of the families that have their hand in that outfit, right? Let's talk hip hop for a little while, right? Let's talk hip hop, because it seems sometimes that whatever you see going on in the suites, the same principles and tactics go on in the streets. It's the same thing, just different players, right? I remember watching Charlemagne the God. He's a host, he's a DJ on The Breakfast Club. And he had this thing where he was talking about Drake. And you know, when our brother Charlemagne, he gets some steam, beloved. He get to talking about something all the time. He donkey of the day. He put his foot on the gas and he don't let up off of it, right? Well, when it comes to New York radio, everybody runs New York radio except New Yorkers, right? Hot 97 is ran by a brother from California. And the loudmouth from The Breakfast Club, Power 103, I think it is, 103, 104. Charlemagne is just a cat from Carolina. And he's running down the Canadian rapper Drake. He had so much to say about this brother up until there was a man from Texas named Jane Prince went up to the show and he tapped on the shoulders of Charlemagne and said, "Hey, I'm one of the men behind Drake." And that was cold for Charlemagne to knock off the antics, because see, if I let you tear Drake down, there's so many of us that's in the shadows that we eat off the guy. So when you're saying something about him, beloved, you're tapping on my pockets when you do that. And I'm just giving you a warning that I'm not going to allow you to do that. So here's the courtesy call, young brother. You might want to put your mouth on somebody else. Don't put your mouth on him. Right? Okay. When you put your mouth on Diageo, when you put your mouth on a company that has a lot of investors, you're tapping on folks' pockets, beloved. And the position that they put the Diddy's in and the Jay-Z's in is the position of Valentine. See, here on this podcast, this platform, we have always put black entertainers in the position of pimping and hoeing. We have always did that. And you know, beloved, we have many of our people, they get offended, say, man, you know, I can't take you because here we call Jay-Z the bottom bitch. We from the Midwest. We know about pimping and hoeing. And the bottom bitch is the one that she ain't even necessarily on the blade no more. They got the younger girls on the blade. But the bottom bitch is the one that ride around with daddy. She's in the Cadillac. She got the mink coat on. She got the red bottoms on. She don't have the run, and her pantyhose ain't got no run in it. Everything she got is expensive, but it's the holes that's on the blade that is inspired by her position that they keep turning as many tricks as they can to get there. The only thing is, that's all a form of manipulation. You would never get to this bottom bitch position because it's the pimp that put her there. The pimp put her there for show to give you something to look forward to, or give you something to look up to, I should say. But you can keep turning tricks and socking into a pimp's pocket. You would never fucking get to that. It's only one bottom bitch, beloved. No pimp got two, just one. Well, we identify our brother Diddy and our brother Jay-Z as bottom bitches. Both of them, 1 and 2, 1A and 1B. Jay is at the very top. Diddy is underneath Jay. But Diddy started to feel himself. He's Valentine. He's Valentine 1B. Go back and look at a film. Beloved, when you get time, go back and look at a film. It's called Trading Places. It's when two crackers put a dollar on a nigga's future, put a dollar on a nigga's head, and they ride through the ghetto, and they just pick one. They pick the shine out, picked them up, dusted them off, put the nice clothes on them, put them in a fancy car in a fancy house, and put them out on display. Valentine, the crackers put you there, beloved. You didn't put yourself there. They came and picked you off the street and put you there. See, you are part of their diversity team. You're the store manager. You're the mannequin that we see at Macy's, at Saks Fifth. You got everything we like you got on, but you got no power. You don't even dress yourself, beloved. They dress you. Once the mannequin, once the store manager, once the Valentine get beside themselves and say, man, you know what? It's really me. I'm running the show. It's the powers behind the store manager that's really running the show. It's not you, beloved. The hoes don't call no shot. The bottom bitch who you look up to, she don't even call no shot. The pimp calling the shot. It's the pimp, beloved, that's calling the shot. You know, on this platform, beloved, we say this. We say a man taking on a wife and starting a family, an original man, right? Black seed and brown seed. That is a very revolutionary act in this country, right? See, the reason why we say that is that families run this nation. Families run this nation. And some of our most powerful families are old money. They're crackers from Europe, from France, and from Britain to be in particular. They're powerful, they're old money, and they have a big stake in running shit on this side of the pond in United Snakes of America. Black entertainers are new money. Black businessmen are new money. And new money will never have enough money and relationships to topple down old money, right? See, what you're seeing right now is nothing more but a battle between old money and new money. I know they're talking about the sex scandals. I know they're talking about it. They're going to bring up some Tupac and Biggie stuff in a minute. See, it's on record that he allegedly held somebody over a 3-4 story building. He allegedly blew up cars. You know, it's some stories that some folks got set up and killed. We get all of that. But the man was still free. What we're showing you, beloved, is that, see, nigga pain don't mean nothing in America. Nigga tears don't mean nothing. So as long as this pain is put on niggas and they're crying and they're hurting, law enforcement don't get involved in that. It's only when you cross over and you start to get beside yourself, now all of a sudden you out the regulation. See, long as you were playing bully coon, zip bully coon from the plantation, and you can jump on the other slaves out there, man, crackers don't get involved in that. Man, they don't bother these gangs and they don't bother these folk. But when you kind of get beside yourself and you're an issue. Nobody is getting all this press. Diddy, beloved, he's not getting all this press because some sex scandal shit. They can care less. This country don't have no love in their heart for women. They care less about what's going on with women. They care less about the young guy coming out talking about he got a 70-page lawsuit. Diddy did something. They don't care. But what they do care about is the bottom line. They do care about their money. Beloved, they care about their family. And when you are making a mass push to expose the devil for what he is and who he is, yet this is the same devil that put you in your position, he's not going to do anything but take you out of that position, Valentine. and put somebody else in. We're seeing the changing of positions right now. Diageo, beloved, is owned by the Rothschilds. Well, let me say it this way. The Guinness family owns Diageo, right? This is the Guinness family. They own it. They're the majority stakeholders. They own over 50% of the brand, which by default means, well, the Rothschilds own it. Because if we just go in their genealogy, we know that Amschel Rothschild, he married Anita Guinness. The two families, beloved, became one. They have been a powerful family since 1763, coming all the way up to the mid-1900s when Amschel married Anita. Okay, now let's talk about that today. What kind of power, beloved, do the Combs family have in America? Let's be real. Let's talk about it. What kind of power do they have? What kind of power do the Combs family have? Jay-Z is a Carter. What kind of power do the Carter family have in this country? Beloved, now let me ask you a question. What kind of power do your family have in this country? Okay, how do you attain power? You use your money, time, and talent to build your family's brand up. But you don't do that. Not Negroes. Negroes use their time, talents, and energy to build religions up. So the AME might be strong. The Church of God in Christ might be strong. The Nation of Islam might be strong. The Hebrew Israelites may be strong. Your family is not strong. So when it comes to networking and putting a nigga back in his place, when they kick his back in, you can't even pick your own brother up. You have no power to do it. You've been using your power all this time in this country, time, talent, and energy, to build up simulations. Now when they take you down, you have nobody to catch you, beloved. You can't see, as original people, everything here is moving around with families. NBA ownership, families. NFL ownership, families. Who remembers when they was trying to sell the public on, Jay-Z, he made a deal with the NFL and they're going to give him a team. He's looking at Pittsburgh, and the Pittsburgh Steelers is owned by a family, right? What family's going to put this nigga at the table? Nobody. Liquor ownership is owned by family. So when you see our people hanging around these people in the front, in the back is the real power. It's the money. It's the family in the back. You're just there for diversity. You're there for diversity. You're there to help that company get the nigga pennies. That's why they put you out in the front like you're an NBA owner, Jay-Z. Or they put you out there with a clothing line and you have no factory to produce the clothing. They put you out there with a liquor brand. You have no factory to produce the liquor. They just put you out in the front because the real family is making the money out. Everything is going on, beloved, in the back. Beloved, you're just in the front. Let me pivot real quick and say this, right? Because we talking about family and we talking about relationships, right? Diddy went to where? He went to school where? He went to Howard, right? That's interesting. Where did Kamala Harris go to school at? Where did she go? What college did she go to? Could Kamala make a phone call? Because we talking to feds, right? It was the feds that went to Diddy's home. Do you think Kamala could have made a phone call and got that pushed out of the way? Well, what's going on with Diddy? What about Obama? We talking our brother. We talking relationships. You think the Obamas, because that's the federal government now. When you start talking about the feds and the CIA and shit like that, I think they got a formula. I think the CIA work overseas, the feds work domestic, something like that, right? When you see, when you see the feds, we know that Biden is the chief executive officer over the federal government. So somebody could have made a call and made it go away, right? So how come there was no call to make it go away? Matter of fact, maybe I should ask you like this. How do you even know Barack Obama? Let me ask that. How do you know Obama? Who introduced us to Obama? How many of us can remember it was Diddy that introduced Obama? We don't know Obama. All the Chicago stories, we don't know that. What we do know is that there was a cracker running for president. What's the cracker that married the rich bitch? The Hines. Damn, he made the old head. He married the bitch with all the money. She was in the ketchup. Curry, I think. What's the fuck is the old guy? Curry? I think it's Curry or something like that. He became, he got a job in the Obama administration. He lost to Bush. And he ended up getting a job. In any event, he's running for president. One of them liberals. You dig? And Diddy had a liberal campaign running called Vote or Die. And while I think Curry is the guy named Kerry, I think maybe it's Kerry. Kerry's running for president. It was Diddy that introducing the word to Obama, bringing the cameras around him, let the brother talk and all this old kind of shit on camera. And this is how we know. This is how we know Obama. He pulled him off the giraffe, put him in front of the camera. And now we know the guy. And then Obama leaves there. He goes to do the Democratic convention, and boom, bang, he goes to the moon immediately after that. But how we know him is from Diddy. Now you would think a man that put you on can pick up the phone and say, Obama, I need an old favor. Can you get these crackers? Can you get these hook nose off my back real quick because they on me hard? You think he can make that call? You don't think anybody made a call to DC to see if they can fix it? But there's no answer to fix it. Because you're Valentine. They use our people. They kick our people back in. And they get rid of our people. And what make it so bad, beloved, we can't even catch them. We can't even help them. They're killing your giants in front of you. When my little cuz hollered at me last week, and we're just messaging back and forth, the only thing I tell her, I say, man, shit, this is what captivity look like. When somebody can kick your back in and you can't kick theirs in. Look how they got our brother portrayed in the media. He's the biggest savage ever. He don't have a friend in the world. All of us, the guy that's been throwing parties since he was 18 years old, who owned his first record label, I think Diddy was just 19 or 20 when he was a CEO. He doesn't have a friend in the world right now. Why? Why? Technology is a funny thing, right? Technology is a real funny thing, right? 3 years ago, we had a conversation about Diddy's position. We talked about Jay also. And it's unfortunate that what we said came out to play out just like we know it was going to play out. Things will always play out the way you think they're going to play out once you know the devil. The devil have the same blueprint. He doesn't use a different blueprint. He won't do it. He uses the same one all the time. When he want to get rid of an entertainer, he talk about how much they're going to fall. They fell into depression all of a sudden, and they're using drugs. And so that's the buzzword, beloved. If you hear that our brother Diddy is falling into depression, you know what I'm saying, and he's upping his drug usage, they're going to set it up for a suicide. They're going to set it up for a suicide. We're not going to say nothing. We didn't say nothing before. When Phyllis Hyman died the exact same way that Whitney Houston died, we didn't even say nothing. We didn't make the comparison. We didn't connect the dots. We didn't say anything. Michael Jackson overdosed. Prince overdosed. We didn't say anything. We're like, okay, we can't see. Come on, dog. All these people, we just don't make the connection. Look, let me make you a bigger connection. What we see going on with Diddy, Snoop Dogg better be careful. Now, how many times I said that now? Snoop Dogg suing Walmart because him and Master P got this thing where they finna sue goddamn Walmart and post-consumer brands because they sabotaging their dream. They're sabotaging their product because we're going back to diversity. They're sabotaging the product and the dream. But you're suing Walmart, beloved. That's a family. right? Post-consumer brands, that's a family behind it. Now, if you start kicking up enough dust and it start getting enough press and they begin to lose money on the bottom line, well, a severe allegation is going to come out about you, Snoop. A severe allegation is going to come out about you, P. And it's unfortunate that Snoop Dogg already got an image of drugs. He got an image of weed. So if we hear a story about 100 pounds of weed just so happily just get caught in his private jet of his plane or his bus or whatever, we know Walmart put it there. We know post-consumer brands, they put it there. We know that they can't help you. They just use your face for the front so they can get the real money in the back. Diddy is showing you that nobody is special to these folks. All those cases, his image, his likeness, because the brother got the spirit of influence on him. Look how they treating the brother. This is the devil at work. Look how they treating his brother. Then Diddy wanted to go out on his own ownership. And when he wanted to have his own, he didn't understand Valentine don't get his own. Valentine is the one that's put in place by the crackers. He don't never go out and get his own. You just work for them. When you want to get your own, you're going to have a problem with them. And our brother Diddy went to the same company. Brother, they just fucked for real. They just, before you went in there and got fucked, they just fucked for real. How many of us can remember, beloved? Look, how many of us can remember when Pharrell, he was walking around, because Pharrell was on fire at one time. He was from Virginia. He's a producer. Everybody liked the guy. He got a good reputation. He can put up concerts everywhere. No beef, no anything. And he come out with the liquor. You know, because he had the ice cream thing going on real hard. So Pharrell comes out. He has a dream of owning the liquor, and he named the liquor Q liquor. It was like cream liquor, but it was spelled with a Q, some shit like that. And he took it to Diageo. Well, we say Diego. It's easy for us to say. We're not Frenchies. He took it to Diego. And you know what he said? Damn, they sabotaged my whole shit. I want to get into ownership and do this and do that. And man, I'm finna sue these crackers for $5 million. I'm finna get my money back what I put in there because they fucked me. And you know, soon as he said he was going to sue and get the money back and file a lawsuit, the minute he walked away, all of a sudden, a goddamn lawsuit from Marvin Gaye Estates just fell out the sky on him. All of a sudden, goddamn, the copyright lawsuit, and they was dragging the copyright lawsuit, and they was trying to say he's perjuring himself. They was finna fuck for real. And then he tried to get by that a little bit, and then, you know, Pharrell did something with Gwen Stefani, and then they came out with another copyright. In fact, it was like he couldn't, because they did the, you know, him and Gwen did this, the spark the fire thing. He's like, oh, you see goddamn Pharrell faded way to the back. He's like, oh, I see. Yeah, everybody can see where this is going. After Diddy saying that, if you see your brother get bit, don't you know, beloved, the same dog that bit him, that same dog will bite you? The same dog that bit him will bite you, and now the motherfucker done bit you. Now the motherfucker done bit you. But see, you went in there with a team. That's how people talk. Is that not right? See, I got a good team with me. See, when you gonna get these millions, you get this real money. See, when you getting real paper, you gotta have a good team with you. Ain't that what Valentine say? Diddy? Ain't that what Jay-Z say? Right? You gotta have a good team with you. What they be saying? They talking about some hook noses with them when they talking about teams. They talking about some small head hook noses with them. A good team to get the millions. But what they don't see is you're just Valentine, beloved. Every business that you get, they gonna have a piece of it. You think that's partnership. You think that's relationship. That's control. Now, there was a wise man that came amongst us and told us not to do that. No. Control the vertical. You don't need no partners unless the partner look like you. One black seed to another black seed. Or get your cousin, one black seed with a brown seed. Shout out to our brother Oscar De La Hoya, right? Shout out to our brother Bernard Hopkins. The black and brown seed got a good footing in boxing, right? Shout out to our brother Al Heyman. with Floyd Money Mayweather. The PBC brand, the Black Seed, and the Black Seed can do things. Don't pair it with these small hats and these hook noses. It ain't gonna work out right. It ain't gonna work out right. Jay-Z's the bottom bitch, beloved. Jay-Z is the bottom bitch. You know, he knew this was going to happen to Diddy before Diddy knew. Everybody knew. Look, check it out. Don't you know that before they take you down, these crackers was calling around, calling back and forth to each other to see who he was making money for? You know they was doing that first, right? But before Diageo called the feds to put the lawsuit, because Ivan has passed away. The old CEO, they got a female in charge. The one that Diddy was tight with, Ivan, he passed away. First of all, they knighted the guy. They did some knighting, some Rothschild shit over there, goddamn, on the other side of the pond. And then the next thing you know, Ivan's dead. And then the female come in. Then 2 months later, boom, the whole scandal hit and everything. Right after they put the woman in. See, let me just pause and say this. I want to make a pivot and just say this real quick. See, the whole art from the very beginning was technology. Diddy was fronting like he was the owner of Ciroc, right? Okay, but everything is public record. There's no way, beloved, you can be an owner, because all you had to do is go to the Diageo website and the whole list is there. I mean, you can see the members of the board, everybody position, you can see everybody. So you wasn't no owner on the official website. He was the brand ambassador. So the title that Diddy was running around with, we can look at the website and see, no, it's a chick that got, it's not. let me say it this way. Let me say it this way. If I come out, beloved, and I tell everybody on the podcast, the platform, and my family that I am now the starting quarterback of the Detroit Lions, I come out and tell everybody that. And I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I'm like, yeah, beloved, I'm the new QB. It's me, Big VJ. We gonna do this with the team and this, that, and the third. But my uncle, he just take time and he go to the official Detroit Lions website and he see, no. This guy is another person that's the starting QB. If I can see that it's another guy that's officially the starting quarterback and he's on the website, I know that, oh, they just got me in the front. Oh shit, I don't run nothing here. I'm just the store manager. You know what I'm saying? I'm Valentine. I don't run nothing here. I ain't at none of the meetings. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing with safety. I don't do nothing with inventory. I don't do nothing. I'm just here. Look, let me ask you this. 3 years ago, we brought this to the table. And we said, brother, don't you think it's odd that Diddy is a billionaire and he doesn't own anything? He owns a record company. He's not selling any records. He owns a clothing line. He's not selling any clothes. I said, damn, ain't that odd? He got a liquor brand, but he's in marketing promote. He don't own the liquor. He's fronting like he's ownership, but he's an ambassador. They give him a check. So it's like, brother, don't you think it's odd that he's worth $1 billion, but all of his partners and the rest of his endeavors, they're small hats? How does he don't have for somebody to be a billionaire, they most often than not, they have sales of products that exceed well over $1 billion. That makes them a billionaire. They have a product that's selling at like a Kanye. The goddamn Yeezys fly off the shelf. Of course he's going to be a billionaire. Our brother Jay-Z, right? Our brother Jay-Z, he got a liquor that nobody buys. He got a record company, but nobody's buying any records from his record company. He had a fucking, what was that shit called? Like a Spotify, a Google podcast kind of thing. He had like a title, but no, I don't know nobody that had title. You know what I'm saying? So how is he a billionaire? He has a champagne, but his partner Bernard Arnault is his partner in the champagne game. So we know Bernard Arnault, right? Let's just, because Kanye told everybody about everybody. Kanye came out and said who everybody boss is, who owns every. Kanye put the slave master with the slave. He told everybody who owns who. Bernard Arnault, he owns Moet Hennessy, but that's not what we know the guy from. We know that the hook nose from Louis Vuitton. He's the owner of Louis. He's that Frenchy shit. He owns Louis Vuitton. So if he owns Hennessy, Moet, and Louis Vuitton, he's arguably the richest man on the planet, like 200 something billion, something wild. We know that Hennessy owns 50%, Moet Hennessy, 50% of Ace of Spades. Okay, now we're going to talk about the family deal, and we're going to talk about relationship, we're going to talk about Valentine. Why would we think that Jay-Z owns Ace of Spades when we know that it's a French product? They make that shit in France, right? Now, let's just take a guess. Do you think the Carters are over there? They own land in France, and they got the brewery or the distillery or whatever the fuck. You think they own that shit over there in the Frenchies land? Of course not. Who's making the Ace of Spades? The Couture family is making the Ace of Spades, not the Carter family. The Couture family is making the Ace of Spades. All right, so let's just do the math. Let's do the math. If you're the owner of something, right? But we know that Bernard and company, they control all the distribution. If we know the Couture family make the production, why are you the owner? Your family is not over there. They're not in the fields and they're not doing that shit. They don't know nothing about that. How are you the owner? You're not the owner. You're the Valentine. You're the guy there for diversity. And to me, beloved, in my estimate, it seems like Jay-Z is cool with getting the Valentine check. He ain't gonna get out of line. He's cool with just being the bottom bitch. Like, he's cool with just coming out, fronting like he's in business, fronting like he's doing a line, fronting like I got a good team with me. But he's cool with that. Diddy wasn't cool with that. It looked like he got to a position where he really wanted to be a real owner. Like, man, nah, I want to be a real fucking owner. This country don't allow niggas to be owners. That's called drapetomania. You trying to be free of them is not cool. This is why Shaquille O'Neal have 800 businesses, and all 800 businesses, his partners are devils. Every fucking single last one of them. That should be odd to us. Why does this nigga have so many businesses that Crackers is always his partners? That's by design to keep you in check and keep you in control, nigga. You ain't gonna never be free in America. You ain't gonna never be free. They finna take Diddy down to make room for Rick Ross. They finna give Rick Ross gonna be the new Diddy in a minute. The new guy running around with all the businesses and all the planes and the houses, and you look at all his the same goddamn Valentine blueprint. All of fucking his business partners, Crackers. Wingstop, Crackers. Checkers, Crackers. Rallies, Crackers. Not you, not mom and pop, Crackers. You're just the face. And we got some shit on you that we keep tucked away, that whenever we feel the need to pull this shit out and burn your ass, we gonna pull it out. Anytime these motherfucking devils got a tape, I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. Motherfucker be talking about Trump and shit like that. Y'all niggas looking at the election. I'm gonna tell you what y'all really should have looked at. When Trump was running the first time, a tape came out, said grab him by the pussy. He talking about bitches. You know what I'm talking about? Donald Trump, right? Talking about all them cave bitches that he fuck with. He said, man, just grab him by the pussy. They love power, celebrity, and fame. They love that shit when you got money. Just walk right up, just grab him by the pussy. They kept that motherfucking tape for 11 years. It was in a vault somewhere. And the minute he wanted to run for president and he began to run, they poured a fucking tape out from 11 years prior to that and aired it. You're seeing what Satan really looks like when Satan attacks Satan. Now, I'm going to show you how it really works. Trump got a powerful family. From his dad all the way to him, they got a relationship, they got money. Trump is a family, a powerful family. Now, the Clintons are what? A powerful family, right? What is the Carters? What is the Carters? We're talking about Jay-Z and them family and Beyonce. What is the Carters? What is the Combs family? Right? What is the Brodus family? Right? Because we using Snoop because Snoop is going against Walmart family. He's going against the family that own post-consumer brands. Right? Okay. Who got the relationships? This is what captivity looks like. This is what captivity looks like. This is why we over encourage our people to build their family, therefore build their own nation. If Snoop Dogg, beloved, if I was able to have a conversation with Snoop and he wanted to come out with a cereal, I would have wrote down on a piece of paper 2090. Because he got his own company, Brodus Foods. I would have came out with a paper. I'd have wrote 2090 on the motherfucker. Because I would have said, Snoop, you got enough sons that if we start grinding by 2024 and we give it to your sons and your sons give it to their sons and their sons give it to their sons, by 2090, this fucking brand will be a powerhouse. But what niggas' problem is, niggas love instant gratification too much. Niggas want to be billionaires and trillionaires all in one generation, one lifetime. Because they have taught our people, unfortunately, not to look 100 years down the line, not to look 50 years down the line. They taught us to look like for the right now. So all the deals that we're making, it's all for the right now. Now, just walk with me on this. If we made a deal or a plan or a strategy for 2090 with Snoop Dogg cereal, we can develop it ourselves, make it ourselves, and we can take it to the mom and pop stores ourselves. We're going to be our own distribution. We're going to produce, manufacture, and distribute our own fucking product, and we're going to keep it in our own warehouses. See, they don't want niggas to have their own factories because they're going to say, you can use my factory. All right. So what our people have been going for is the devil telling us that we can use their factory. Okay, how did it work out for Pharrell using their factory? Didn't work. How is it working out for Snoop? Not working. They're making your shit, they're shipping it to the store, and they put it in the fucking back. They're not even selling it. So it's not working out. How is it working out for Diddy? It's not working out. Diddy went, he went everywhere and started talking. He started doing podcasts. He started running these motherfuckers in the ground. And somewhere along the line, that must have affected their bottom line, and we see what's happening to him. You know what I mean? How did it work for Kanye? Using their infrastructure. What did Sway tell him? No, Kanye, stay small, build it yourself, get your own factory, start independent, keep it independent. He said, Sway, you ain't got the answers. We need the infrastructure. We need the infrastructure. Okay. He ran with them crackers. They got the infrastructure. Shit didn't work out right. He came back and told Sway, you was right. He told Sway, you was right. Oh man, we fucked it up. You was right. You know what I'm saying? These crackers. Yeah, nigga, these crackers ain't finna push your dreams. Because this is all family. It's all family based. So it is imperative, man. It is imperative that we build not the simulation. We build our own family to work with other black seed and brown seed families so we can have our own stake in this land. Because if our relationship game was tight enough, they can't take a brother they can't take a brother down that we're holding up. LeBron James, man, let me tell you something. Them feds with the Diddy house, they knew he wasn't there. Come on, we know the feds ain't that slow and that stupid. The yellow seed, it's a brother named Sun Tzu. He's a yellow seed, military genius, right? There's a brown seed also, military genius. But we're going to talk about Sun Tzu right now. Sun Tzu said, you kill one to warn 100, right? That show of force, it wasn't for Diddy. They knew he wasn't there. That show of force is always a financial lynching to others to make sure they stay in check, that they stay in line. It wasn't for Diddy. It wasn't for Diddy. They knew he wasn't there. You think they're that slow that they can hit a New York properties, Florida properties, and California properties all at the same, and nobody fucking there? They knew he wasn't there. They were just showing a force of power to get everybody else in line. We'll leave it there. You know what I mean? Because we can shoot the bobo on this for a minute. We'll leave it there, beloved. It's all about families, man. It's all about families. You think Alex Spiro, that's Jay-Z lawyer. You think Alex Spiro is gonna, because when you talk to your lawyer about shit, you think Alex is keeping, because it's supposed to be client lawyer privilege and shit like that, and he don't supposed to say nothing. But if all y'all lawyers are hook noses, they already know the dirt on y'all. And these guys are in these fraternities. They went to Harvard and Stanford together. It's a group of lawyers. It's a group of entertainment lawyers, and they know all y'all business. When it's time to fucking take you down, the goddamn hook-nosed lawyer that you think is on your side because you've been paying this cocksucker for 20 years, you think he don't fucking love you. He's gonna give you up. He's gonna give you up. They're giving you up to the tabloids. They're giving your dirt up. They ain't got your back. They're giving you up. So we know they don't take no black down. They're not gonna take no black man down behind no nigga tears. This government don't care nothing about nigga tears. They don't tell nothing about nigga pain. You don't care nothing about that. I don't care what the fuck y'all do to each other. That zip bully coon shit y'all got going on in the neighborhood. They don't care about y'all shitting on each other. But when you say something about them, to them, that may affect their bottom line, where they're gonna do something to you. And it's totally unfortunate that we keep the position of Valentine. Watch that movie, man. Go back and watch Trading Places. Go see what crackers do. They pick $1 nigga. Man, we can go make a nigga famous for $1. Change his whole life. But our brother Valentine, he's seen his position. And what he did was put his people in power. And at the same time, taking that wicked devil out of power. Beating him at his own game. And we'll just leave it there. Peace and black power to your family. Yes. Yes. Thank you guys so much for listening, hanging out. This is indeed Real Black Content Forum Podcast, man. It's your brother V, man. I'm gonna get it with you guys later. Peace, peace, beloved, and more. Shamo peace.
Which is my opportunity for me to own my brand and to be able to build generational wealth for my kids and my people. And I just need the same 24 hours as y'all giving everybody else in your portfolio. And I couldn't get that. I had to send my people down to Mexico. And this is just to tell you what the fight is about. They went down to Mexico, and when they got down there, they found out that there was 0 agave planted for Deleon. So there was no plan for us to be successful. There was no equal treatment. The other brands, they had agave planted. They had no agave planted for me. And sometimes you have to go check even your partners to see what's really going on. And so when I saw that, I was like, nah, I'm gonna fight because it's bigger than me. It's about not just me, it's about we, it's about all of us.
Thanks for listening. Remember to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Google, Anchor, Spotify, and Facebook. Also, don't forget to like, share, and comment on the podcast. Your opinion of what you just heard is important to the platform. So yes, beloved, your comments are the engine and fuel to the machine. Stay blessed and have a powerful day.